Even as we get older, there's one power source that's still available to us that if we understand it and know how to maximize it, we can still create some club head speed. Today I'm going to share with you what that actually is, and more importantly, a couple drills to help you practice it. Now in our book, The Bad Lie, on page 15, we talk about the 3 different power sources. There's what we call vertical, there's what we call rotational, and then there's also what we call lateral. So the first one is vertical. Now vertical is like up, moving up. When I move upward, that helps create club head speed outward. Think of like a Justin Thomas. Think of like a Lexi Thompson. Think of like any young kid. Go to your local golf course and you watch the young kids hit the golf ball, especially the boys who want to hit the golf ball long ways. What you will notice is that impact, they're literally up and on their toes. Now when they do that, that allows them to create club head speed, almost like a basketball player shooting a jump shot. They jump when they shoot it. The problem with that, or the challenge with that, is that, I don't know about you, but I don't jump as high at 55 as I did at 15. Second one is what we call rotational. Now rotational is turning around. Now that's a power source. Think of like a Zach Johnson. Think of like a Ben Hogan, world-class players, Hall of Fame golfers who had a lot of rotation. It's a good power source, but it requires a lot of flexibility and turning and twisting. Now the third one, and as you can guess, the easiest one, is lateral. Lateral is side to side. Every golfer has some side to side. So they start with the weight on the lead foot, it moves to the trail foot, it goes back to the lead foot. That is a way to create club head speed and power, and it's the easiest one to access as we get older. Let me show you a couple drills. So the first step, there's 3 steps to this drill sequence, is to just put your feet together, and as you swing the club back, I just want you to take your trail foot and just step away from the target. If I start here and I step away from the target, what happens? I'm shifting my weight to my trail foot. Now you might be thinking, well, isn't that a sway? Aren't you swaying? No, we're not. I'm going to show you why in just a second. I swing it back and I just step. Boom, that's the first one right there. See? Load and through. Everybody see that? I'll do a couple of those. I'll step in. I got the feel. I'm going to get the 60-40, right? Nick, we like the 60-40, don't we? Yeah, of course, we love the 60-40. Nick gave me a thumbs up. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. And hey, tell us where you're from. It's our favorite question. We love hearing where you're from. So here we go. I'm going to load the trail foot. Ooh, that was pretty good. I got a little low on the face, but Nick, that was pretty good, wasn't it? The second step in this drill, of course, is to move forward. Now what you're going to do is feet together, backswing, and as you can guess, just step forward. Simple, right? You can do this at home. You can do this in your backyard. So I've learned to load, I've learned to unload. How do I keep this from being a sway or a drift? And then I'll talk about the third step in the drill sequence here. When you shift your weight from lead to trail, make sure that the weight stays on the inside of the foot. If it stays on the inside of the foot, that's a load. If the weight moves to the outside of the foot, that's a sway. Okay, makes sense in concept, but you might be thinking, well, cool, Todd, but how do I do that? Got a mic box in my pocket right here, right? Some of you might have a phone, doesn't matter. Something in your trail pocket. When you shift the weight, you want to then move the mic box, move the phone back. Everybody see that? So I'm here, I shift, and the mic box, my right glute, my trail glute goes backwards. If this goes backwards, then you're loading. If it doesn't, would look like this. You load it, where'd the mic box go? Right? Went that way, right? It's here, and then it's there. That's the key. That turns that lateral movement into a load versus a sway. Third step in this process, this is the coolest part, is we got to get the arms engaged. What you're going to do this time is you're going to put your feet together, put the club in front, all right, and I got a little special tip here at the end for those of you who slice your driver. Put it out in front, swing it back, we know this, right? And then swing, step forward. So right, everybody, club in front, back, forward. Everybody see that? Now, why is that helping? Why is it helping? Well, because not only am I releasing and going towards the target, but when the club's out front here, I'm learning to load my arms. Remember how we loaded the foot? Now we're loading the arms. So remember, club in front, backswing, and step forward. For those of my golfers out there who tend to slice their driver, when you put the club in front, all right, Nick, make sure you get this, my main man. When the club's out front, just turn it a little bit this way. Everybody see that? Just take your glove, the logo, and just rotate it down. See, that's a closed position. All right, I got my max vert here. Man, this thing looks good. Just close it a little bit. What you're doing there is you're telling your brain, hey, when the club gets out here, I want it to be released. So the club's right out here. It's released a little bit, back, step it forward. Now that I've given you more club head speed, even as you've gotten older, check out my next video. And if you want to personally work with me and my team on your golf game, check out vlscoaching.com.